And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we're still trying to get kind of a general bearing of where to go next. We have the three choices of Caelid, the Plateau, I think it's the Altus Plateau, and Volcano Manor, which right now we've left off in Caelid itself. Our current lead I'm looking at mainly is to explore the Swamp of Aeonia, which we are looking for an unalloyed gold needle for this guy to help cure a lady who's at the Church of Plague who seems to be afflicted by scarlet rot. But last time we were venturing very briefly through the Swamp of Aeonia. We came across a red phantom version of her that we did take down. So it's kind of the question of we encountered her in the church, so she's not dead, but then what or who was it that we fought in the swamp? Sometimes red phantoms are they're actually characters in the world, but then something. Oh yeah, I forgot that the swamp bubbles and erupts on its own. But yes, I'm not sure what's up with that. Also, in hindsight. Would they have my unalloyed gold needle? And who are you? Pollyanna, adopted daughter. Boy, I don't remember who we're trying to heal here, but, okay. I'm assuming this is one of Melania's soldiers. Alright, don't think we would need Frenzy. Yeah, probably Polearm. Probably our Finger Maiden. Alright, I think we're looking good there. It's yeah, I don't think we need to have Mana Flask here. Commander O'Neill. Interesting. If I can just out of healing, or out of mana. There we go. I do wonder if our Finger Maiden heals the other one. There we go again. Excellent. Actually, I wonder if my Frenzy Spear might not be a bit better here. Ouch. Hitting from behind there. Ouch. Ooh, nice. Alright, I think we're better with this. Ouch. There we go. Get some free health and mana back. Whew. some stamina back. Ouch. And avoid trying to contract the plague. Ooh, and our finger maiden is down. Need mana. Like, we might be able to just range attack down here. Or not. I want to say, honestly, not too bad, but it was pretty bulky. I think if we... Yeah, we're going to go back to the last site of grace. I think if we take care of the rest of the rabble more frequently, that should be better. Ooh, and now think about it. We do have... There we go. We have this weapon at the ready these days. Alright, touch golden summoning sign. Get the finger maiden out. Okay, good. Alright, run for our runes. Ooh, these guys have wind, alright. Sad. Dang archers. Okay, good. Alright, now we're going to focus on the boss. Ouch. Alright, now we can heal. Blades of Light. Swirling. Okay. Huh. Thought there was gonna be something more there. Out. Kind of wish Finger Maiden would do the heal. Go. Alright, mana back. Fell for that again. Alright. Time to take care of these guys. Oof. Okay, I'm assuming that was some sort of buff he just did on them. Alright, good. Heal. Oh, I can actually, nice. I didn't think about summoning Torrent here, but it works. Okay, stamina. Oof. Go. Yeah, just out of range. If I can stagger him, I can try to get some more damage in. Ouch. There we go. Stamina back up. Finger made it. Where are you? Alright, I think we probably have this. Probably. There we go. Finger made it with the pop. Great enemy felled. Unalloyed Gold Needle. Commander Standard. And a Unalloyed Gold Needle. Alright. Pop this side of Grace. How many runes do we have? Alright, that is enough to level up. Alright, level up. Put that into Faith. Like, slowly getting to the ability to use the God Slayer Cleric Chime thingamajig. Alright, let's see what these two things are here. Alright. Unalloyed Gold Needle. Snapped Intricate Needle of Unalloyed Gold. An intricately crafted needle of unalloyed gold snapped in half. A ritual implement crafted to ward away the meddling of outer gods. It is thought capable of forestalling the incurable rotting sickness. Sage Gowry has designs for this needle. And Commander Standard. A beaten red battle standard is furled with his time-worn halberd. Even after his lord was fled, Commander O'Neill continued to brandish this flag in the devastation of the rot-eaten field of battle. The sole veteran who remembers this battle with pride. Unique skill, Rallying Standard. Hoist the war banner aloft and give a rallying command. Raises attack power and defense for self and nearby allies. That's kind of what we have the eagle summon guy for, but... Oh, and 24 strength. Like, technically at some point probably usable, but not right now. But alright, we got what we came here for. I'm hearing a scarab. Aha, there it is. There we go. There we go. Don't trust these guys to leave me unharassed as I try to take care of the scarab. If I can actually hit them. Alright, then roll. Ash of War, Sacred Ring of Light. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, Great Dragonfly Head. I assume all of these are just the Dragonfly Head. Also, so I can't tell, is all the Scarlet Rot here coming from, like, this area? That's kind of why I went in this direction right away, because, like, giant suspicious bundle of thorns, but I wonder if there's more to this than meets the eye. And I guess if there is more than meets the eye, the shackle will reveal. Okay, no hidden thing or the plant bulbs opening up and making a passageway in the tree. But alright, what's the closest way to get back to this guy? Like, we could hug the wall and then kind of wrap around? Yeah, it should be okay. Let's do that. I think we head in this direction. And then head this direction. I also don't think that we explored this region of the swamp, so... Alright, I was about to say, why was I not able to run past that? Ionian Butterfly, Somber Smoothing Stone 4. Yep, just more... Oh, hello, Marionette Soldiers. Should watch where I'm proverbially driving through. Ouch. I mean, as long as it's not a giant bird, we're generally good. We'll need to be careful of the giant... Oh yeah. I forgot about the giant way up above. Alright, as long as they don't trigger the creepy dog. Man, for all I know, the creepy dog isn't that bad, but I'd rather not find out if I can avoid it. Especially since I don't know if the creepy dog is the guy we're visiting's, like, guardian dog or something. Alright, trying to get enough distance to get the combat music to drop. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're good. Alright, old man. I got your needle.
Oh, you found the Unalloyed Gold Needle. As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. It's yours.
Celia's secret.
Now let me have a look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it?
Okay, how much time do you need?
Can you give me some time? As well made.
Alright. So while he does his magic, let's see what Celia's secret is. A piece of paper given by Sage Gowry. Note given by Sage Gowry detailing the secret he promised. The town of Celia hides the source. Light 3 candles atop the candle towers to break the seal. I wonder if it means the source of the Scarlet Rot? I guess it should be okay to venture a bit into the town here. And if for nothing else, we might be able to find a spot of grace. Do we dare go through the main gate? Okay. Celia, Town of Sorcery. Ooh. And I hear a scarab right off the bat. Oh, one of those. Okay. Well, we know from the one near the dragon that the big scarabs don't drop anything unique. It seems like they just refill your flasks, which, you know, is good, but not worth the trouble for it fighting back and how much damage it can take. Alright. Alright, I'm seeing... It looks like one of the crystal wizards, and given that we fought ghosts of them in that gate leading into the town last recording, I suspect this town's going to be lousy with them. Although... Who is that? Oh. That's the church steeple. I thought it was like a wizard with like a hood. With like the shade being like shoulder pads. Alright, let's go ahead and get the finger banner out. She'll give us some free heals. Yeah, probably best to just keep it to the pike. Ouch. There we go. Alright, I did see this dude coming. Come on. Alright. Huh, are they fighting each other? I think one reason I like this particular Ash of War is way back in the day, back when there was essentially 1-2 Zelda games. I had a little child's book based on the Legend of Zelda cartoon. And the book I had featured a moblin with a spear that would, like, he could throw it and it would magically reappear in his hand. And, like, the entire, like, kid's book was just, like, Link trying to figure out how to get around this moblin. So it's like, I am now the moblin of my childhood. Oh, we could drink a mana flask and then try to get it back from those guys, but... we'll venture a bit deeper first. We're not doing too shabby so far. Like, thankfully, they're still mages at the end of the day. Although if they could stop the whole vanishing and causing me to miss, that's great. Alright, row of fruit. Oh, alright, out. There we go. Hey, is that a painting? I hear shuffling of stuff, but let's grab this red main painting. Okay, we are being attacked by dudes who... I don't know if they're coming down or not. Okay, there we go. Alright, these puppets I see. Okay, was that just the two of them? Huh, candle towers is what we're looking for. Ooh. Take that guy down. Ooh, Grace down there. But where is this shimmering coming from? Is it the same blue beetle as before? It sounds like it's from over here. But it might be inside the building. Oh, oh. I thought that was a ghost warrior, not my own finger maiden. Alright, tap this. Alright, need to keep an eye to make sure we don't venture too far away. Ouch. Huh. Well, I don't hear the jingling of the scarab anymore. Yeah, now I'm hearing it again. I wonder if it's on top of the branch, maybe? I do wish there was a heal me command so I could tell the maiden to actually drop some heals on me. I assume these seals will be lifted when we solve the secret of Selenia. Ouch. There we go. Ouch. Alright, flask restored. Poison grease. I'm like, the jingling sound is not coming from her, right? But it does appear to be. The main source, it just seems to be coming from somewhere upward. Whoop. Thank goodness for long-range pikes. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Excellent. Let's see if I can actually grab that hell she was casting. Okay, nothing unique there. I think we might need Torrent to get onto the roof. I'm just hoping it doesn't leave the finger maiden behind too badly. Ooh, okay, well, this should be one of the things we need to light on. Ah, and there's that scarab, okay. There we go. This brings back some memories of bits and bobs of Dark Souls, particularly Dark Souls 3. I remember the giant things, I think, at the dredges for the DLC. Alright. Light Flame. A seal was broken in town somewhere. Okay, good, good. Uh-oh. Whew. But alright. Back onto Torrent. I need to get back onto the roof. Okay, we'll need to be from over here, though. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. To stay on Torrent or not to. Oops, Stone Sword Key, not bad. And tower number 2, and I think that's tower number 3 that I'm looking at right now. See what's broken it down somewhere. Okay, not as easy to hop across. That may be a fault, but we should be able to. Wrong button. Ashvor double slash. Oh, hold on. Make sure Finger Bandit doesn't get too far away here. Yeah, she seems to be fine. Alright, Ashvor double slash. Skill of superior swordsman. Perform a crossing slash attack from a low stance. Repeated input, allow for 2 follow-up attacks. Not bad. And then this one, Remnants of a painting titled Redmane, work of a wandering artist. The painter is said to have captured landscapes seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. Okay, it's the same description as all the other ones then. And the Sacred Ring of Light. Sacred Ring of Light, skill used by commanders of the Clean Rot Knights. Gather a Sacred Ring of Light in the armament, then fire it forward. Can be fired in rapid succession, which I believe is a skill that all of Melania's dudes in the swamp, like, throw at us. Okay. Looks like we don't necessarily approach from this angle, so I don't think riding on Torrent would be the way to go here. But, over here, I see a little bit of something on the roof. Oh, wait, that's the guy that we killed. Alright, Cuckoo Glintstone. Okay, we're kind of dropping down into... Yep. There we are. Ouch. Ah, right, that's the guy who did it. I did debate on falling down into a new part of the street there, but... Ouch. There we go. Okay, so this should have opened. And there was a comment on the last video. There should be no mimics in this game, so I shouldn't die from opening this. Ooh, Night Comet. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery, fires a semi-invisible magic comet. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly, and while in motion, charging enhances potency. The Selenian sorcerers were assassins, and it is said that they hunted their fellows. Interesting, but also, yeah, it was 38 int. So we will not be using that ever. Okay, was there a seal? No, not that door. That door looks like it was always closed. Like, obviously we've broken 2 seals so far, but if we break 1 more, then the source, whatever that is, going to assume Scarlet Rot, should be open to us. Which, I don't know if Melanie would be the source of Scarlet Rot or not, because technically her knights are called, like, what, the Clean Rot Knights. So if it would almost imply they're fighting against it, but I also get the feeling that so was, Radahan's dudes. I guess the rot could be like a consequence of them fighting? Like maybe in their conflict they either created something new or unleashed something? Which would again kind of imply where we're trying to get to the source, as it were. Oh, something on the rooftop over there. Oh, not so easily gotten up towards so. But we could... Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be worth it in the end, but let's try to head back towards... Ooh, what do I have here? Hello. Phew. Alright, I'm assuming I unsealed this earlier. Ooh, the last of the imbued stone sword keys. Nice. I guess in hindsight, that is the benefit of going towards another sorcery place right after the other sorcery place. But okay, let's get back up on top of this here. And then over here. And then up over here. There we go. And what do we got? And I'm just gonna demount, that'll be easier. Cerulean Tear Scarab. Blue scarab worn directly on the head. These scarabs roll clumps of cerulean tears during their labors. Slightly increases the recovery effects of the flask of cerulean tears, but increases damage taken. And again, kind of like what I said last time, so many items that are like, does blink, but increases damage taken. Okay, I think we might be able to just, like, hop up over here. Oh, or not. Definitely drop like a rock much sooner than I thought I would. But okay, let's go get that golden seed that I did spy from afar. I'm assuming this thing over here is still going to be sealed. I'm assuming it's going to be the seal that we're supposed to be undoing. Oh, or not. Golden seed. I thought from afar I saw that this door was sealed. Oh, is this just like the exit to the town maybe? Oh, oh. Okay, as long as it's not too... Dang it. Alright, Lost Grace discovered. Oh well, there's only one more to turn on, and it's just over there. I say with the confidence like it's easy or something. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Alright, time to undo this seal and see what we'll see. Ah, there's the thing I thought I saw. The seal's broken in town somewhere. And yep, that seal's now broken. Okay, safely descend. And let's try to get that treasure over there. Staff of Loss. Staff missing its glintstone, wielded by sorcerers who believe that discovery comes through acts of asceticism. Like an ascetic, yeah. Asceticism. I always forget how to pronounce that. The staff only distinguishes itself when casting invisibility sorceries, but that is reason enough for some to wield it. Huh. Interesting. So who do I hear? Thought I heard someone walking. I mean, this town is full of people who are invisible, so it's not too shocking I wouldn't see. That's I hear people running at me. Oh. There we go. Like, wait for the two and then stab. It is a bit sad to have lost my Finger Maiden, but we still have a bit more of the town to explore. And in hindsight, double checking here. Okay, Celia Understair and Celia Backstreets. Okay. I'm a bit suspicious of that tower right there. Let's see. Oh. An Arteria leaf. We know that these things are rare, because every single one we've gotten is just like, this is a very rare item, treasure it. I do wonder if we go back to the guy now, if enough time will have been considered passed. Dun. Cool. Dog is not going. Hello, Gowry, you good?
Can you give me as well, mate?
Alright. Once more time he shall have. A bit surprised this tower doesn't have anything, but I guess maybe it is just like a side tower. There we go. The town feels rather small, all things considered, but I mean, obviously there's more. Oop. Maybe an unsealed treasure this way. Only Miquella's lily. Wait a minute. Miquella. Yeah, alright, we had these before. Exceedingly rare, though. A delicate water lily of unalloyed gold that has started to fade and wilt. A flower signifying faith in the Haligri tree. Thought to be the beloved by the Imperia Miquella in his youth. What are... I think I've already said this before, but what are the Imperions? Or Imperions? I mean, Miquella we know from the tree, which sounded like potentially related somehow to Melania, even though Melania should be a daughter of Renala and Radahan. If I'm remembering my proper made-up mythologies correctly. Oh. I thought there was going to be a secret behind there. So I wonder if Imperians have something different. In that, like, Ronnie and her mom, Renala... Whoop. Are seemingly weird space people. that some have some connection to the Crystallians, which are more alien and space-like. I wonder if the Empyreans are like a different faction. Huh. Wait, is this the door that we saw get unsealed? Oh, it's the boss door too, okay. Quite frankly, I thought it was down below that it opened up, but maybe my perspective was just a bit skewed. Okay, I mean, we're still good on flasks. Before we go into that boss encounter, though, just want to make sure nothing else is missed around here. Because this was the back entrance, which, if we check the map, should, yeah, like, take the winding road upward. No special drop down. Alright, I think we should be good to go inside. That said, let's get... Yeah, it's one of those things like, Finger Maiden or somebody else? I do feel Finger Maiden almost gets a bit too much use, given that she's... I mean, it's nice for the heals. Like, definitely there are times where we run out of healing flask and she's basically a mobile healing thing. And I guess if it ain't broke, let's not fix it quite yet. Alright, what do we have in here? Nox Swordstress and Nox Monk, okay. Oh, okay. I did not expect that. Both have long range. There we are. One down. Okay, combo wombo. I wonder, can these guys get frenzied? Flowing sword. I do admit, I know of the Nox simply because one of my friends, like, learning that I'm finally at Elden Ring is just like, you see the Nox yet? You see the Nox yet? You see the Nox yet? So I have now seen the Nox. What they are, I don't know. I mean, they look relatively human-like, but maybe a bit like, it was hard to tell because like they had like white clothes. It looks like their skin was entirely black, but not like a black person skin, like more like mummified black going on. Okay, what do we have in here? Lusat's glintstone staff. Alright. So, was that the source we unsealed? 52 in... Are you... Game! I don't know if any of my stats are going to hit the 50s by the time I'm done here. Staff of the primeval glintstone sorcerer Lusat. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may yield it. Enhances the power of all sorceries, but consumes additional FP. And the Nox Flowing Sword, a grim weapon wielded by the swordsman of the Eternal City. This shotel has a blade as fine as a needle. Forged from the liquid metal of the silver tier, it is thoroughly tempered until hardened. Unique skill, Flowing Form. temporarily transforms armament into its liquid form. Swing the armament like a whip to perform a sweeping slice over a wide area. Okay, so it's like my whip sword from earlier. But instead of the whip sword being a whip that turns into a spear, this is a sword that turns into a whip. It sounds like. Now think about it. Alright, we have the attributes to use this. Although I don't really know how appealing it would or would not be currently. Let's see here. Let's swap out our dagger here real briefly to give it a try. It would be under a sword, right? Or would it be under a whip? Alright, it's under a sword, but like scimitars. Oh. Oh. Huh? I guess we're that close to overcapacity that a 3.5 weapon, we're in heavy load? Huh. We're not going to be doing dodge rolling here. We're just taking it for a test spin. Okay, so yeah, like it is just a shotel. But a really, really large shotel. Like, I'm used to shotels being a bit smaller. Like, I always associate them with the Grim Reaper Angel from Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. Even though it's very much also, like, you see, like, you know, mummified type enemies in a lot of games kind of use them. So it's like a basic sword, and then... Right, so if I... Wait, was that one of those hold to do more, or was that just it? I know it's silly, but I do love the weird, like, gloop sound effect. I wonder, is there a good way to tell, like... Okay. That's distance, but... Yeah, it doesn't exactly come out quickly, though. That kind of leaves it a bit wide open. Alright, let's go ahead and put our... this record back on. And also, how close are we to... Alright, one more faith and we can use the Godslayer thing. Though we are then... too heavy, funny enough. Which... yeah, I wonder if what we do... At some point we need to start putting more points back into endurance to get more carrying capacity, but we did get that one thing that increases carrying capacity. I wish I could remember what one it was, so here we are. Raises maximum equipment load. And then, yeah, so we're to, in theory, put this on. Yep, still medium load. Alright. Well, double checking real quick. How much was it by? Yeah, like a... increased by like 9, essentially? Yeah, that's raises faith. Alright. I ended up aiming at the ornamental straight sword. I did enjoy a bit in that one fight we did, but it wasn't doing a ton of damage. Like, I would love if there was a thing like this, where it's a sword that can be 2 swords in one when you do a dual wield, but generic where you could apply Ashes of War to it. Like, that's what I would like. I don't know if any of the ones that we have are like that. I am tempted about this. Sleep buildup in general, again, I hear sleep, my mind immediately goes to Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, that's that legendary sword that... In hindsight, we're actually a bit more capable of using it than I thought we would actually get up to, but... I'm also not, like, super intrigued by it. It just sounds... I mean, it sounds powerful, but it also sounds just powerful. It's like, It doesn't get that uniqueness going on to it. I am a bit curious. So, like... yeah, cross the 2 swords, but... they don't really mention in the item itself which ones are 2 swords. So I wonder if any of these are, like, by default, similar to the ornamental straight sword. Carrying grandeur... I mean, I guess technically the Sword of St. Trina is here. But I doubt... yeah, okay, so it is just like a one-hander. Oh, that was the wrong one. Ooh, that is much shorter than I thought. relatively built up naturally. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, the misinflict sleep. I do kind of like it glowing like that. That is pretty cool looking. So yet again, it's one of those, it's like, more things to throw somber smithing stones at. We have a limited number of those. Alright. So this was the Chair Crypt of Celia. This is a crypt? Oh, hey, it is a crypt. It's one of those giant chairs that we saw down below. And they did mention them being the Nox from the Eternal City, so I wonder if they're like the original inhabitants? I thought the original inhabitants might be the Minotaur men, but I couldn't quite tell. I mean, the Minotaur men seemed more primal. They wouldn't really seem like nature-building types, but I could see it being a Lapta Castle in the Sky scenario of like, you know, the smart, wizened Minotaur men once built a great city, and then they had a downfall, and then they all became nature warriors after that because they forbid technology in their city, and, you know, things like that. Alright, maybe now it will be considered that we, like, killed some time, since we took down the boss. Oh yeah, that's that giant scarab. So maybe now Sage, what's his face, will actually have that needle ready to go. Okay, good. Doggy did not notice.
Can you give me as well, mate?
Alright. So it could be that we're supposed to rest at a spot of grace first. I do wish there was one a bit more easily accessible to this area here. I guess we can take a quick peek to see which parts of the town here connect more naturally to the swamp down below. Like, if we take this path, does it just go right down to the water line? Okay, I see a group of the puppets up ahead here. Like, if we go this direction, yeah, there should be that. Alright, good. Split one of them out. Alright, you can stop shooting me now. Cover. I was hoping not to have to do that, but there we go. Are those more puppet men? It's getting very gloomy around here. It's a bit hard to see. So in hindsight, might as well. Dang it. Come on. You can get down. Alright, I thought I saw some loot in one of these. There we go. Like from above earlier. Kind of spotted this here. Oop. Oh, hello. Oh, rotten stray ashes. Okay. We can summon our own rotted dog. Ashes remain with spirits yet dwell and, still in combat. Alright, it's going away. Spirit of a stray dog corrupted by the scarlet rot. Though it is only a small creature, it is as violent as it is nimble, and its fangs fester with poisonous rot. I mean, in theory, if it applies Scarlet Rot, that's not a bad thing. Get it real quick. What did I see over here next to this tree? think those are puppets. Oh, rune arc, not bad. Okay, he wasn't holding anything like special that he would have dropped. That's the main thing I wanted to confirm. And the fog is so thick out on the lake. Alright, Cuckoo Glintstone. And then... okay, yeah. So that just goes right back into the center of the swamp. Oopsie. It's alright, let's head back this way. Again, such a thick fog. Alright, and then... alright, rest here. Which we don't have enough to level up, no. And I guess actually to give them even more time, what we can do... they only just now remembered, we can go real quick back to... no, I think it's the schoolhouse classroom. Back to the Academy Relic Area, because, yes, still need to see what happened to my friend. Like I said, I'm pretty certain he's dead. But I was told the body should be somewhere around here. We're not seeing any new bodies. That body was there before. I mean, I had wondered basically if the friend would be down at the bottom of the water wheel, like if he fell or something, or if his body was disposed of. But when I was checking for leads on like where he went, it sounded like around here. Oh. There he is. Alright, my friend is a bit more dumb than I thought he was. Like, why'd you set up your desk right next to a cliff surrounded by murderous hobos? There was a safe classroom right there. Thop's bell bearing. Academy Glintstone staff. Thop's barrier. Friend, you didn't have to go like this. Well, it doesn't look like he was like stabbed or anything. It looks like he just kind of died sitting down in his strange desk. Sorcerer Thop's bell bearing, found upon his perished flesh. Offered to the Twin Maiden Husk at the Round Table to gain access to new items. And I think this is like one of the many different Academy Glintstone stats we've come across. And the lifelong pursuit of Thop's the Bloodstone creates a magic force field that deflects sorceries and incantations, hold to continuously create barriers. Future generations will learn. They will know the foolishness of the sneering sorcerers who ridiculed this theory, little realizing that it was in fact a discovery worthy of a new conspecticus of the Academy. Okay. So, that should... well, actually, we can give our Sorcerer Man even more time, because we have the last of the keys for the 4 Belfries. Which, despite that it's 4 Belfries, it's actually 3 Warping Belfries, and 1 where we got the key by default. Though I do wonder now, like, maybe this gains access to something after we use all 3? Like, maybe the bells start ringing and something happens? But we were just kind of using them in order, so the next one should be down here. And this will be... the Crumbling Lands. I can think of that matching a few places' descriptions. Dragonburrow, Caelid. Really anything else that's kind of crumbly? Travel to another location? Yes. Now, one of the comments in the past video basically did mention that we shouldn't get our hopes up here in terms of, like, there being something cool. Crumbling Farum Azula? You know, I'm gonna admit, this is already pretty cool. Giant cool tornado. Whoa. Alright, we are... this is probably the coolest one! Whoa! I did not expect any of this. It definitely gives, Drangleic from Dark Souls 2 vibes. And I can't target any of them, so I don't think they're threats. Yeah, it's strange, because, like, the Erdtree doesn't seem that far away, but, like... I mean, we're about as far from the Erdtree going west to the Belfries, but, like, east. What is this place? I really like it. Is this the sky place I've been looking for? Like, all those things, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a sky dungeon. Is this a sky dungeon? Oh boy. I do like the tornadoes reaching up to the sky. This is a pretty cool place, and I already want to learn more. Ooh, if anything's taught me anything. Secret behind here? Nope. Man. I think this is one of the first times I've kind of been, like, wowed in this game. Like, when you come across a new thing, you're like, holy crap, that's cool. But I'm a sucker for two things. I'm a sucker basically for ice levels and levels in the sky. So it's like, this is right up my alley. It's so cool. And I do like the music. The music kind of has that, like, nice... Whenever there's, like, an air, sky, dungeon place, it tends to have, like, very, like, thin music. Kind of be, like, you know, thin atmosphere. Like, in the... kind of a joking sense, but, like, it has, like, long, drawn-out strings. You see that a lot with ice places, too. Like, I always like the motifs they have in those regions. Okay. Hopefully. Wait, yeah. Almost missed that. Alright, well, these are beefy boys. Woof, woof. Yeah, they almost seem connected back to the Beast Clergyman, because the Beast Clergyman area had a lot of these type things, too. And technically... No, I guess this isn't that close to the Dragon Burrow. Yeah, again, that damage he did on me, though, is like, that is worthy of being cautious. Crunchy, crunchy, floating grave. What about the other guy? There he comes. There we go. It's like wanting to have forward momentum, but not wanting to fall. In hindsight... Oh, alright, cool. Uh-oh, okay, make sure we don't get too close to that edge. It's like so close to him falling to his doom. There we go. Huh. Alright, should be a safe drop in theory. Yeah, maybe we should put back on the cat talisman for right now. Put this back to the previous one for right now, because that sleep sword's not even upgraded. Okay. Now, were they guarding anything, or is this just another drop down? Okay, it looks like further drop down. Want to make sure there's no, like, beast dudes clinging to the side that will climb up as we get over here. Alright. Hurl Drake Talisman. Boost non-physical damage negation. Talisman depicting a pearlescent ancient dragon. Boosts non-physical damage negation. The ancient dragons, who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree, would protect their lord as a wall of living rock, and so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic for all manners of protection. Okay. So it's like all the other ones, but combined, really. And I believe that's probably the end of this little path. Similar to the Eternal City down below, I assume we're just being given a tease. And I swear, like this, I better go there at some point. If I don't go into that place, I'll be sad. Miffed, even. Yeah, because I don't see any easy way to try and, like, cheat to get over there. We do not have Zelda-style gliding here. But I'll be back castle in the sky. Or capital in the sky, or whatever you are. You're really cool looking. I do love floaty things in the sky. So many old, like, fantasy games always have, like, you know, hidden castles in the sky, or hidden realms in the sky. And nothing like that in real life. But alright, let's say goodbye to this really cool region that now I know exists over here. Which makes me wonder... Yeah, I guess I'm like, what's this region? Like, because the Erd Tree is here. So, what is this then? And that could mean, like, are there other areas beyond, maybe? I was trying to see if there's, like, maybe, like, a down below and up above style. Like, maybe we get, like, another toggle that'd be, like, go one layer up. Because I guess in hindsight, this is, like, a cloudy gray versus, like, the dark gray of Unknown map. Yeah. Yeah. I like. That is very, very cool. I'm glad I got to see that. Which, I'm also very curious here real quick. Since we've unlocked all the belfries, did anything happen here? Did some NPC spawn, or some treasure now at this fourth one? Are the bells ringing? Maybe we'd have to, like, reveal it? Doesn't seem to be the case. Which I can't say I'm too surprised, but somewhat sad. Very, very tiny bit. It's like, it already gave me stuff. Alright, suddenly free runes. Suspicious. Alright, grab this. Alright. Back to Caelid. Back to see if we gave him the time that he so desired. Let's see here. Not the heart of Aeonia. Although, actually, this might be the closest one. Yeah, if we go kind of like east, up, down, south. Alright, so east. Hello, giant dragonflies. Let's be cool about this. Let's just... Everybody stay calm. We don't gotta fight. I'm gonna try and scale over here just all the better avoid the dog. There we go. Alright, good sir. Did I give you the time you wanted?
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind.
Unalloyed Gold Needle.
Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff beyond Celia, the town yonder. Tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this. Do you find it peculiar that I would show such concern for the girl? Well, I'm the one that found her. A mere babe in the Swamp of Aeonia. She is one of my dear daughters. But the rotting sickness erodes one's memory. I doubt that she remembers the first thing about me. Oh, I must be getting old. I didn't always worry so much.
Not gonna lie, this guy's a bit suspicious, but we've helped out more suspicious people, so...
Now, all you need to do is deliver the needle to Millicent. She's convalescing in the church atop the cliff just beyond Celia. Do so, and you shall receive a handsome recompense, of course.
The way he phrases it, it's Jafar with Aladdin. Yeah, just rewards.
Now, she's
All right.
so.
Let's go help out this man. To the Church of Plague. Okay, I don't know if this is going to heal you or, like, kill you, what? Relief, right?
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot.
Give an unalloyed gold needle.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
Maybe she's recovering. Like with the rock on, like it's their first good rest after being so sick. See, she's not coughing at all. Barely breathing even, but not dead, because she hasn't dropped anything. Okay. Trying to think of an easy way to get to the old man without teleporting, where teleporting might be considered time having passed. Alright. Old man, I expect my reward. I guess we just gotta kind of take the hard way through here. I say hard way, because I know it's like there's a ghost inside the crossing area there, which aren't always the easiest. But the giants themselves aren't exactly easy either. Only there is a... Ooh, actually. Can we safely drop down here? And throw a stone. Alright. And then... Alright, excellent. Safe and sound. Alright, let's avoid the giant dog still. Although I wonder if the sage is gonna be like, "Come, my pet, slay this interloper."
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge of the lost sorceries of the Celians, descendants of the Eternal.
Interesting. Descendants of the Eternal City, which would probably then be the Nox dudes that we fought inside the town, which would line up there. So... Now the question is Renala one of them? I mean, it would explain basically why Ronnie's trying to get back to the Eternal City. But interesting. Night Maiden's Mist. Release life-sapping silver mist for the caster. Pretty cool. This one, I thought we already had the Night Shard. Simply fires semi-invisible magic projectile. And Glintstone Stars fires 3 shooting stars to pursue foes. Thought we had some of these, if we don't. One of the Night Sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery, releases a life-sapping silver mist before the caster, dealing damage to all caught within, including the caster. Good to know. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Below Celia, the Eternal City of Nokron sleeps. Oh, okay. This sorcery originates from the maidens of that place. One of the Night Sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery, swiftly fires a semi-invisible projectile. This sorcery can be used without delay after performing another action. The Celian sorcerers were assassins, and it said they often hunted their fellows. And one of the Glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Realicaria fires 3 magic shooting stars that pursue the target. This sorcery can be cast while in motion, charging enhances potency. A sorcery of the Elivinus Conspecticus, which tracks sorcerers from Celia, Town of Sorcery. All the S sounds, which, as one can tell with my lisp, it is not the easiest to go through all that. But alright, let's go ahead and learn all these. I got nothing else, right? Yep, that's all items.
Please make certain that little Millicent goes unharmed. Like her mother, she has the stuff to be a great warrior, but commands only one arm and is yet preciously young.
Like her mother? Is she a daughter of, Melania?
Do you need me for something else? Do you...
Okay. Also, how are we supposed to protect her? It's not like she... Last we saw her, she kind of passed out, but maybe if we go back, she'll be awake now? How you doing? I got one arm also. Oh, yeah.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is.
Processus wear heirloom.
I'm considering leaving. On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again.
Okay.
I'm considering leaving. With the needle, my destiny.
Alright.
I'm considering...
Alright, I'll repeat dialogue here, so... Well, I bid you good luck on your destiny. Can I wave? I can point. Snap. Alright, we're gonna switch. Where's wave? Point upwards. Wave, there we go. And then, well, actually, no, I should do it from this menu.
Hey,
I don't want to. Hey, I want a goodbye wave. Do I have goodbye? Beckon, nod and thought, rallying cry. Wait, prayer, rapture, grovel, rest. Yeah, okay, so no, like, parting greeting, interestingly enough. You'd think for multiplayer you would have at least, like, you know, good job, everybody, I'm going now. Maybe a reverential bow? It's a bit much, but alright, that works. Okay, so we've done this little story. I do wonder if there's more here or not, but... I mean, I thought we tried using the shackles here at the chair crypt. I'm also curious if there's more going on with the grace that we're kind of being directed towards. Because it's like, yeah, we've gone over here, but then this one stops. So is that the implication? Like each grace itself kind of points you to a certain area. Alright, going over here real quick. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, so no like secret elevator going down below or whatnot. Yep, can't even squeeze behind the tomb. I do wonder what the connection then is of the Scarlet Rot to Celia itself, or maybe this region's always had the Scarlet Rot? But okay. Let's see here. What other... And I guess we haven't really gone down this area at all. Yeah, let's try to put a marker right there. We're gonna teleport over here. The big thing is we're probably gonna have to dodge those weird giant dog birds with teeth thing. Yeah, looks like they're all scattered all about outside the camp. I assume the zombies are popping up from the grave? Oh no, it's just like one giant battlefield. Oh, I'm being shot at. Oh, there are archers up there. Alright. Well, don't mind me, just coming through. Yeah, it's like, are they dogs? Are they birds? Okay, so the building looks to be up above. Okay, so this all kind of wraps around to the battlefield itself. Ooh. I spot myself a crypt statue. No, don't you go barking at me. Yep, thank you. Yep, you all play with each other. Alright, make sure there's no bird to be ambushing us here. Ooh. Oh, Somber Smithing Stone 4. And I was hoping for an Ash of War, but oh no. The Caelid Catacombs. And let's dispel that bird. Okay. Actually, hold on. Back to resting. Always good to make sure we can't talk to our maiden lady. But alright. Turn on the lantern. We're in a crypt, I'm assuming undead. Well, our beast eye hasn't quivered though, so maybe it is just statue dudes. Oh, Scarlet Rot. Target's not spotting anything. Well, alright. That answers that. Cool. Alright. Quickly run through all this goop. Oh, but I do want to make sure we grab Ghost Glovewort stuff. Okay, back on solid terrain here. Oh, nope, wrong one. There we go. Oh, what? That didn't count as holy damage. Alright, Grave Glovewort. You know, if it's not going to count as holy damage, it's back to the old pike then. And if anything, that kind of volunteers that weapon also maybe for retirement. Which kind of is sad, because by dual wielding it, it was kind of a natural shoo-in for the offhand here. Alright, so it does one of those magic attacks. Oh, hello. Alright, anything up here? Alright, well that does its thing. Ooh, actually, this thing's probably weak to fire. Oh, okay. Not as much as I would prefer. What about magic? I think we're better with pole arm throwing. Sadly, we have no natural good cure for Scarlet Rot. Alright, you're done. Alright. Quick other look here. Ooh, okay, something did open up over here. Run to Sprout Ashes. Dang it. Also, dang it. Alright, real quick. Equipment. We're gonna swap out that. Where are those boluses that we had that cure Scarlet Rot? That's blood loss. Already taking so much damage. Alright. Could have sworn it was one of these things. Oh, here, Curious Rot. To drink again? Probably not. Not for right now. Alright. Grab these. Keep running. Alright, more rot? You know, maybe we will have that drink. Ooh. Somewhere heavy door opened. Alright, there's somewhere straight ahead of us. Fair enough. Alright, we do have a stake of Marika, thankfully. Yeah, probably drink. Ah. We're down some flasks amount here. Yeah, no, we don't have an easy access to a rest point set, or we'll use Finger Maiden for this fight. Okay, good. Alright, build up stamina again. Oh, okay. Did not mean to jump forward there. And down. Alright, cool. Kindred of Rot Ashes. Oh hey, the little bug people who are protecting the lady from before. Oh yeah, what was the other one we got here? Yeah, the Miranda Sprout Ashes. Ashes remain in which spirits yet dwell. Use to summon the spirits of 5 Miranda Sprouts. Summoning consumes HP rather than FP. Spirits of sweet little Miranda flowers, carnivorous blossoms that feed upon human flesh. They creep slowly, scattering toxic pollen. Vulnerable to fire, do take care of the little darlings. And Ashes remain with spirits yet dwell. Use to summon a spirit of the Kindred of Rot. This spirit takes the form of a crawling pest, its chitinous body making a dry rustling sound. Attacks enemies by secreting sticky threads. The Kindred of Rot are servants of the Goddess of Rot, servants that have been forsaken. Oh, also, yeah, this one. A dexterity, a talisman engraved from a scene from a heroic tale. Though born into a cursed rot, when the young girl encountered her mentor in his flowing blade, she gained wings of unparalleled strength. And I just realized a funny comparison of, like, Caelid's a region full of scarlet rot, but Celia, seemingly the main power player in the region, has connections to the Eternal City down below, which is all about, like, you know, blue star magic stuff. And then meanwhile, over in Relicaria, it's all blue magic stuff, but then underneath it is that giant weird, like, scarlet swamp thing we couldn't gain access to quite yet. So I kind of like that dichotomy between the two. That's rather neat. But alright. Was that truly it in the dungeon? This dungeon felt a bit short. Like, not that I'm complaining, but we know that some dungeons can have more than one boss. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was any sort of, like, branching path initially, or... I guess there wasn't a door right away. Where are me shackles at? There are me shackles. Alright, didn't hear anything open. Alright, so back to entrance. Then we'll take a quick peek backwards here. If we go back this way, and let's get some light here. Yeah, I guess this still is just kind of a relatively straightforward path, filled with scarlet rot. Alright. Not too shabby. But that wasn't the building we were originally heading towards. So actually, in hindsight, let's go ahead and rest here real quick. Okay, looking good. Also in hindsight, let's go to status. How much do we need to level up again? Alright, 30,000. Like I said before, next level up we finally get the God Slayer Faith Catalyst usable. Though we should probably put a bit more points into endurance. In the meantime, we can use that one thing that increases load. The equipment load, that is. But yeah. I assume maybe once we get Faith to 28, we then start shifting priority to endurance and try to get endurance to at least 25. Ignore me. You too. Keep ignoring me. I'm not even here. Ouch. Going from bad to worse here. Alright, just keep running, Keep running until no more combat music. Wonder if there's anything kind of secret on this little precipice here. Alright, the dogs definitely followed us quite a ways here. Actually, in hindsight... Okay, they're all slowly going back. I don't think... Oh yeah, we can move this. Cool. I vaguely remembered being able to move in it, but I wasn't completely certain. So we have some followers of Melania around here, I see. Do. Alright, easy enough. Now the next guy will be marching straight at us. And I'm noticing... Well, I guess that tree isn't unique. I thought for a second it might have been a bit more unique than it appeared. Alright, there's another guy patrolling the perimeter. Not really certain how close we can get to him without triggering any sort of alert. Oh, there is Grace in there, though. Alright, we're gonna quickly see if there's anything special about what this guy was guarding here. In my head, I'm like, secret entrance, maybe? Or special plant? Aquila's Lily. Beyond that, that's just a drop down onto death. Like a lot of weird statue things. And where's our binoculars here, or telescope? Okay, that was just a penguin or puffin or whatever those things are. Okay, it looks like dragon bits? We know there's a guard around here. I don't know why he hasn't gone back. Oh, it's another Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Oh wait, no, the other one is the Altar of Dragon Communion, so this one is the Cathedral then. Okay. Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. Alright, Lost Grace discovered. Okay, it gives us Dragon Rune Grease, a record of crafting techniques taught by the capital's ancient dragon cult. Details techniques that harness lightning, the weapon of the ancient dragons. Okay, so that still matches up with Dark Souls, so yeah, I'm still pretty certain electric is the weakness of dragons in this game too. I know we've been using it as such, but it's always good to confirm. Tee hee hee. There we go. Actually, I guess these guys do look a tiny bit different than Millennia soldiers. Alright, so I'm assuming this is the... Yep, Examine Altar. Ritual of Dragon Communion. Okay, so it seems to have the same properties as the other one. We have Dragon Ice, Channels Dragon Dispute Icy Breath. All these require different arcane, too. Still very expensive. Ooh. Channels Dragon Dispute Scarlet Rot Breath. Not bad. Smaragd's Glintstone Breath. Spews magic breath of Glintstone Dragon Smaragd from above. From above? Okay, that's the biting one. Oh yeah, and Arcane isn't intelligence. It's its own separate weird thing. Like, I believe I was told that it's luck, essentially. Yeah, this Dragon Claw. I mean, probably the easiest to get are the ones that are only 12 arcane. That said, it's like, does it channel at 30? Okay, so I think basically the FP cost, and then in parentheses it's probably per, like, channeling tick. So 6 per channeling tick afterwards. Okay. Alright, so all the ones that are shooting the breath from above are 2 hearts, but the individual breaths are 1. I'm thinking individual breaths. So we'll get the rotten breath. Om nom nom, dragon heart, squish squish. And then I'm thinking ice. Oh, I didn't actually eat that time. Alright. Now that said, is there more to this than meets the eye? So, and yeah, like, all those drakes are around that. Ooh. Oh. Those were the guys that were trying to get back to their place of origin, but I guess they tried going through the cliff, which is not an option for them. I thought it might have been like a drake that was down, and in my head I'm like, oh, if we talk to it, maybe. Like, maybe the drake's friendly and gives us some dragon lore. Because we don't have a lot of dragon lore so far. We know that the new Lord Gwen family of Marika, I think, because, you know, Stake of Marika. Like, they, like, her and her first husband, which was the first Elden Lord, beat the dragons, but unlike Lord Gwen, who killed them all, befriended them. Oh, hey, there's a giant dragon. Now that said, I'm noticing we can also summon there, so I'm assuming that dragon is not going to be friendly suddenly, and we should probably use this rest till we have the opportunity here. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we should probably... Yeah, Finger Maiden, although first... Alright, electrify armament. Drink. Summon. Mount, let's go. Okay, decay. Ezek's. Whoa, okay. Immediate Scarlet Rot. And death, you know, that death too, that was a thing that happened. Alright, back at the church here. Our runes are this way. We're probably gonna aggro these guys on the run out, but that should hopefully be okay. Emphasis on hopefully. Look, man, I'm just trying to get my runes back here real quick. Thank you. Bit sad that didn't connect. Hang in there, Finger Maiden. Okay, so it's like a lot of natural ambient Scarlet Rot here. Ooh, dang it. Oh, Lightning Spear, your range is so deceptive. Alright, drink. That didn't work. Okay, 275. Gonna try and use the terrain to our advantage as best we can. Dang it. Alright, run back this way. And let's get Godslayer Incantation out. Whoa. Oh, dang it. Good. Yep, saw that coming. Dang it. Uh-oh. That was just a poor showing in general. I accidentally started dual-wielding there instead of... Actually, I guess dueling wouldn't be too bad, but not what I meant to do, and then I kind of got weirdly trapped there. Alright, we're going to try and wrap up this dragon, and then we'll go ahead and call it. Alright, which way are... Here we are. Run out this way. I think it's doable. He's definitely beefy, and I don't like the fact he can technically one-hit kill us at any point in time, but he gave us a lot of time that previous, well, time. Rot. Hang in there, maiden. Is he trying to go for a tail sweep? Uh-oh. Ouch. I want to go for the drinking for the flask there. Phew. Yeah, a bit faster than I thought that was gonna go. Uh-oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, lightning is probably the key, but I could see flame also being very good. I mean, if we're going to use flame, it would definitely be this one. And kind of thinking basically the jar puppet. Let's give him a shot here. Whatever jar that was just now hit the dragon pretty hard. Ouch. Huh, ice? Out of there before we get spewed on. Oh, yep, forgot about that. Uh-oh. Watch out, Jar, right. Yeah, it looks like ice is doing a lot of damage to it, interestingly enough. Might be the end of Jar White, though. Yeah. Oh, dang it. No, man, of course. Okay, back on Torrent. A bit presumptuous on my part, but that worked out. Alright, good. sky. Yep, there we go. Ooh, actually survived that. Oh. Oof. Not good. Look. Would you please stop that good dragon? Why do I hear? Okay. Thought I heard another dragon suddenly. Alright, tail sweep. Okay. Up the wings. Ouch. Just in case. Every bit of health counts here. Ouch. Yeah, I think maybe going back to the God Killer Flame is probably the way to go here. Oof. Try to close that gap. Uh-oh. Crap. Get. Okay, well we know it's weak to ice thanks to our jar white puppet. On one hand, I would not have thought of that. You'd think fire would be better, but I know ice is used for contamination type things, so alright, real quick. Let's go ahead and Ash of the War on good old Pike. Alright, one of these. There you are. The armament retains its frost for a while. Yeah, slash up, spreading frigid mist. Yeah. Now the thing is, we can make it cold by default, but we get more damage from just standard, so we're gonna do that. Alright, get shield at the ready, even though we don't really use it too much, nor is it particularly effective against Scarlet Rot itself, but ignore the sound of a knight rushing at us. Alright, we need to go pick up our runes, which are... There they are. Oh, there's a spot of grace over there too. Right from the get-go, trying to throw a breath attack at us. Oh, ouch. At least it's going for a tail swipe. One downside of the fog, I couldn't really see what was going on. Ooh, okay. How? Dragon, please. That's not fair. I've done that to you, but doing it to me, that's just downright not cool, man. Alright, there it comes. I have no idea where he is, what he's about to do. Alright, we need to get him. We need to get him off of that cliff. Oh, poor Jar White. Come on, man. Dragon, do a dive attack at me. Reset yourself. Seriously? There we go. Come on. This is rather ridiculous. Good dragon, sir. I might just need to reset him. Oh, but I can't because we're still technically in combat. I just know the moment I go up there, it's gonna breath attack me point blank or something. Finally back down. Alright, doing the arena-wide filling here. And... Uh-oh. Get. Alright, well that's for the best. Jar White gets a bit more time here. That was an unfair fight with him. I don't want to say glitching out, but just kind of getting stuck on that cliff. And essentially doing what I, the player, have done to it, where it's just like, oh, using the train to dodge stuff. It's like, well, two can play that game. Bad dragon. Bad giant rotted zombie dragon. I don't know if he counts as zombie dragon. I think he's still technically alive. I don't know if Torin's made it out there okay or not. Alright, Torin's still good. Ouch. Uh-oh. Alright, gotta be careful of that scarlet rot there. Yeah, just going to straight breathe down, fill the arena with poison here. blocking actually worked against it. Uh-oh. Dragon. Dragon, please. Poor Jarwhite. Go, I think. Really? Okay, at least that unstuck him. I'll take it. Okay, good. That's the same attack that makes that one dragon on the bridge a bit difficult. I think we can do it. We're fighting buggy terrain more than anything right now. Buggy terrain and his one-hit kill, but like... Technically, we know now that if we block the breath, at least sometimes, I don't know if it's going to be every angle of the breath attack, but it can be reduced to from being lethal to not lethal, which is a very good improvement. There we go. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, good. Ouch. That's fine. Alright, this is the arena-wide one. Trying to remember, did I end up equipping? I did, okay. Where's Jarwhite? Jarwhite, that would have been a lot better had you been closer. Yeah. Alright, he's down. That leap backwards is rough there. I do wish Jarwhite would stay a bit still. I also do wonder, I'm assuming, but I don't know for certain, if, like, every now and then those massive amounts of damage takes, I believe it's probably from proccing Frostbite, or whatever it's called. So it's like, I'd imagine there's some sort of diminishing returns on that. Excuse me, big guy. There. Alright, this works. Oh no. Mr. Dragon, please. Let's not do this again. I might be able to, like... Alright, there we go. Slightly confused there, but I think I accidentally blocked instead of dodge, and what I think what happened was I got some damage from the initial impact and then damage beyond that, so I think it like double ticked? Because yeah, that should have left me alive. Though I will probably not think about it, maybe guard breaking like also makes it so you're more vulnerable next time to a follow-up attack. Alright. Go again. I think we have his number, it's just a matter of that one move there. Go, go, Char White. Alright. Uh-oh. Good. Ouch, just trying to roll to the other foot. Oh, wrong one. Alright, he's doing the downward breath. Keep rolling for as many invincibility frames as we can. Wait, oh, Bard is on great heal. Crap. Goodbye, Char White. Well, so much for that. That's not good either. Alright. Dragon has a distance, meaning it's going to keep spamming breath attacks unless we close this gap here. Fine. Alright, rinse and repeat. Get out in time. Alright, doing the downward Scarlet Rock Breath. Alright. Yet again, gotta close gap. Okay, not too bad. Dang it, that one's bad. Again, like, pretty much have them, if not for that tiny bit. Almost tempted to do an edit cut forward. But I'll be darned if basically this can be my first edit cut forward boss of this game. At least I think could be. Maybe when we first started, I might have already done one of them on me going right into Caelid and fighting some of those dungeon bosses in hindsight. But, alright, where am I? There they are. Come on. Give me. There we go. Woo! Alright, Jarwhite. Ouch. Alright. Wasn't quite certain how that was going to pan out. Ouch. Oh, crap. Maybe we switch from Jarman now that we kind of know the drill, but Jarman still helps us proc stuff now and then, though. Dragon. Alright, cool. This is arena-wide. Oof. Okay, we need potion. Be a bit careful, because when he's overly threatened, that's usually when he does the immediate downward breath, which we have a hard time with. Oh, yep, forgot about that. Okay, go for this foot. Poke once. Tempted to call it. Like, we are running up against time. But I'm stubborn. This... If it wasn't for the one move... Wait, actually, now think about it. This is either genius or complete idiocy. Alright, we're gonna need more runes back. There they are. Uh-oh. Fuck. Phew. I mean, if he wants to stay over there, breath attack, that's what my archer's for. Your move, dragon. Alright, cool. Alright. Good. And dodge that one. Kind of incidentally dodged. And careful whenever he's kind of aimed like this. Good, we're good. Oh yeah. That's the Scarlet Rods. Okay, start rolling. I'm undertaken, is it? Whatever your name is. Get down here. Don't do this to me. Ouch. Alright. Yay! Great enemy felled. Two can use the buggy terrain. Oh wow, that's a lot of ruins. A new draconic power is available to Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Whew. Alright, now I can end it on a happy note. No dragon's gonna get the best of me. Especially when I know that he's vulnerable to frostbite. Alright, let's see. I am a bit curious what the new power is. I'm assuming it's, what's his name? Yep, spew Scarlet Rot Breath of Execs from above. But, yeah, if we're gonna choose any of them, probably get the other breath attack. Nom 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 nom. My eyes are looking a bit, dragony, I gotta say. Is that temporary? Huh, maybe I've been eating too many dragon hearts. I'm looking a bit different. It's just the reptilian eyes for right now. Interesting that it does that, but maybe the dragons will trust me more this way. Alright, let's go ahead. Level up. One in the faith. So this gives us the Godslayer thingamajig. And then we're about 4,000 away from being able to level up again. So let's go ahead, break open some runes here. We got a 4,001. I guess that would be a lot to ask. We could probably just use this. Alright, that should be enough, right? Now, okay, we need 900, we're at 200. Which, if math, then 2 basic ruins, I think? Alright. Level up again, and this time into endurance. What? Ah. Alright, I'm doing some math wrong here. Yeah, no, it should only be 400 more. It's okay, maybe we're just... well, it's one short. Oh, these are 200, not 400. That's why my math is wrong. In my head, it was 400. But that's the next step up, I believe. Alright, and then level up endurance. In hindsight, I should have double checked to confirm that that's... yeah, okay, that is max equip load. Cool, cool. Alright, equipment. There we are, the Godslayer seal. Which, I do wonder if it's worth it at all to... wait, no, not that one. Memorize spell. Lightning Spear is both good and not good at the same time. The range is surprisingly short, has a large charge of time, but against certain enemies, though, it is nice to have a long-range thing. The heal spell was very disappointing when I was trying to heal Jar White Man. Like, in theory, it still sounds good, but I was disappointed by that. Surge Flame is great for busting open those soul dudes. I just wonder what we can swap out to get Black Flame. I guess for right now. If we end up really having trouble keeping our ashes alive, then we can mix things up. But we'll put Black Flame right there for right now. Okay, they don't got a problem with us. Oh, we might want to get... well, no, I do want to explore... oh, actually. I know what to do. We're going to run back to the arena real quick, because there was a spot of grace right beyond that, so we're going to tap that and then call it. And yeah, overall, basically, I'd say a good day today. We completed, basically, Selenia. We completed that little side quest. Girl. Not Millennia. Mila? The name that makes you wonder if she actually is a daughter or offspring or divine fungus-born version of... ooh. Of Lady. Let's hold on. I know I said basically going to tap this and end it, but... I just saw that dish in the background. We're gonna snatch that star real quick. Because stars are how we get more puppets from, Celibus. So far, both puppets are rather good. Alright, back over here. And yeah, now I do want to confirm one thing here real quick. Let's go ahead, basically, we're going to end it at the Grace. So, boom. The same friend that was really excited about me encountering those, knocks or whatever they were, was like, oh yeah, the maiden lady's always in the background. I'm like, no, she's not. And yeah, I don't see our maiden, like, hiding anywhere here. Well, she's like, you know, I was thinking when he mentioned it, it's like, you know, like a ghost, like always somewhere in the distance where you can't really tell, but yeah, I'm not seeing our maiden lady at all. Yeah, we still got the dragon eyes. Yeah, I think I might have went a bit overboard eating dragon hearts. We have a lot of breath attacks though, but yeah, maybe not good. Maybe we've accidentally made a decision. Hopefully not. But yeah, that was today. Next time, I'm not sure. Like, it really feels like we've done a good chunk of Caelid, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe a bit more missing here. I wouldn't mind tapping a bit more of the Volcano Manor general area. Like, Volcano Manor is the greater area, but I wouldn't mind some places outside of the manor. Kind of like, get the more natural, like, how would I get here normally progression? Which, you know, brings us back to that one cave near the Great Lift. Like, maybe that's kind of a way that goes towards the nature part of the Volcano Manor. And, I do want to check out more of the plateau, because that's basically, last we were there, at the very least, we did Yura Bloody Finger Hunter. Like, we finished up his storyline there. But, yeah, I don't know if I want to really try and go back to the castle for Radagon's Super Fighter Tournament, because if we take him down, that's another part of the Elden Ring chunk retained. But if we do that, then suddenly the Eternal City will be openable, and Ranni wants access there, but we want her body. So, like, we're eventually going to help her out, but I feel like we should try to get a better lead on where her body is. And the only remote lead that we have right now is... Just going to bust out this item here real quick. That one map thing, and this is a very loose lead. It might not actually be a lead at all. Might literally be just trash. But, that note that we got from... Yeah, this thing. Yeah, it depicts streaks of amber light, a simple, badly weathered map, left discarded and forgotten in some place. But yeah, it's like... I can barely tell what it's supposed to depict at all. I mean, it's some sort of road into some sort of tunnel thing. But yeah, maybe I'll try examining this, like, when I'm editing the video or afterwards, and kind of being like, where is this? Because I get the feeling that's probably where Ranni's actual corpse is from her first body. And that is what we want to honor our good friend Rajier, who died. Died to bring us that information. But all that searching and more next time. So, until then, later.